What's up, YouTubers? My name is Salvador Brigman. Welcome back to this channel. On this channel, I like to talk about crowdfunding and online business. And specifically today, I'm talking about how to go full-time doing the work that you love. And the first step to go full-time doing the work that you love is to read Kevin Kelly's article, 1,000 True Fans. If you just go into Google, you type in 1,000 True Fans, Kevin Kelly, it will come up. And also, before I get into this, I just want to say that I will be sharing some bonus content at the end of this video, so be sure to stick around. But this article, 1,000 True Fans, will distill for you that you don't need 1 million fans, you don't need thousands of fans. Really, all you need to do the work that you love full-time is 1,000 dedicated fans. And what do I mean by that? I mean 1,000 people that are gonna buy whatever it is that you put out, that are gonna follow you to the end of the earth and really consume any content that you put out. And why 1,000? Let's do a little bit of math here. We take 1,000 fans, and let's just say we put out a $25 product in that year. It could be two, $12 products, $12.50 products. But if everyone consumes that product, they purchase it, they buy it, they love it, that is $25,000 worth of revenue for that year. And really, that is enough to go full-time doing what you love. I'm not saying this is the best salary in the world. I'm not saying that this is a six-figure income, but you can do then the work that you love full-time, and you can actually build up from there. You can be earning more money over the years. But if it's enough to take that leap. So the first step, read that article, get a realistic idea of the number of supporters that you need to go full-time. And that actually brings me into my second point. So it's really uncertain. Earning 25 grand a year, that is about $2,000 per month. And if we even break that down further, that's probably a little over $60 a day. That seems like a tremendous sum. Like, how am I gonna generate that much money out of thin air? Well, here's how. While you're at your full-time job, what you're gonna do is you're going to bridge the gap from going full-time at your full-time job to doing full-time what you love. And essentially, you're gonna take up freelancing work, consulting work, and sell your services to the industry, to your previous employers, to your current employer, or even to your customers. And basically what that's going to do, it's going to do a few different things, but number one, it's going to begin to generate a buffer so that when you do go full time, you're going to have a stream of income already, something that you can depend on, something that's not going to make you so anxious like, wow, now I have to earn all of this money from my products. Having that freelancing gig or that consulting gig or selling your services is really going to help that transition. The second thing that it's going to do is it's really going to improve your skills overall with regards to online business. And what do I mean by that? Well, in order to be successful with freelancing, with consulting, you're going to have to set up a website. You're going to have to set up an LLC. You're going to have to deal with clients or customers. You're going to have to learn to market yourself. A lot of these skills, a lot of these things you'll be learning are actually applicable to your venture full-time, whether that's being a musician and getting gigs, whether that's managing your brand as an author, or even if you're an entrepreneur, setting up that website, setting up a sales funnel that's going to convert leads into buyers. It's really going to jumpstart, and it's really going to be like a crash course in business if you're selling your services before you go full-time. Doing the math here, like in my head, even if you go 15 hours doing this work, 15 hours per week for a month, that's going to be about half of what you need when you go full-time, around $1,000. And then the other 50% is going to come from your products, what you're going to try to build up doing that work that you love full-time, but you're going to have that buffer there of the $1,000 earned from services, or even more possibly. And that brings me to my third point, the third thing that you need to do, the third step to going full-time, doing the work that you love. And I bet a lot of you are not gonna like this, but you need to save up 1 to 2 months worth of expenses before you take that leap and really go full-time. And you're like, wow, like how am I gonna save up 2 months worth of expenses? Like I can barely pay my expenses now. Well, go back to step 2. All that extra income that you are earning doing freelancing work, doing consulting work, put all of that in the bank. And that's really what you're going to draw on when you go full-time, because we all have variable and fixed costs. And what do I mean by that? I mean variable costs, how much you go out eating, how much you go out drinking, how much you go out spending time, doing fun things in your city or in your local area. All of these are costs that you can control based on your own desires, on how much time, things you decide to purchase. But you also have fixed costs. This could be your rent, this could be your credit card bills, your student loans, things that you have to pay back, costs and bills that are going to come in regardless of whatever activity you're taking. And that 2 months worth that you've saved worth of expenses is really going to help you when you go full time. And the reason here is obviously financial, but also it's going to take a lot of the strain, just like a lot of the headache that's going to come with, man, I just went full time. I have all of these bills to pay. How am I going to do this? If you have that amount saved up, you're going to be able to concentrate so much more on your business and really just putting out there more into the world, doing the things you love, whether that's new music, whether that's, putting out blog posts, putting out new books, whatever it is. You're going to be able to concentrate more on the work that you really want to do full time and not worry about these bills and things that you're going to have to pay. That for me is my 3-step process to going full time doing the work that you love. To be honest, this is actually the process that I used when I wanted to go full time on my business. It's also the process that a lot of the entrepreneurs, a lot of the freelancers that I've coached have used in order to go full time on their business. And in addition, I really think that this is just really hard. I'm not trying to sugarcoat this process in any way. I understand how hard it is to do this. It's a lot of delaying gratification. It is a lot of discipline. And just to share a bit of my own story, in order to extend my runway, the name of the game here is to have enough runway so that when you actually go full-time, you have enough income to cover your expenses with your full-time job that you don't run out of runway here. And that could be your savings, that could be the jobs that you can do to produce income, but you don't want to crash, burn, and die. You want to take off, you want to take flight. And you want to extend that runway for as long as possible. Some people might do that by raising money, by living in their parents' house, by really cutting down their expenses. I myself did that by subletting from month to month in New York City. So rather than having a year-long commitment to a lease, rather than having that financial obligation, I was subletting month to month, so I didn't have any kind of financial obligation there. I also made sure I paid off all of my student loans, all of my debt, so that when I did go full-time, I didn't have any kind of fixed costs other than my rent. And also I had saved that 2 months worth of expenses to take care of that mental anguish and also the financial strain that's going to come with just leaping off and going full-time on your business. So that was sort of my process, but I really do think this is a smart way to really transition into that doing what you want to do full-time. I did promise a bonus bit of content here, and that is this video that I would love to share with you here, and that is basically distilling whether or not you should use crowdfunding as a way to raise money for the venture, the product, the project, whatever it is that you want to do. Crowdfunding is not for everyone. I know that I myself, I love to shout crowdfunding from the rooftops. I love to blog about crowdfunding. I talk about crowdfunding a lot on this YouTube channel, but it's not for everyone. I admit that. So if you'd like to find out whether or not you should use crowdfunding as a way to raise money for your venture, your product, your passion, go and check out this video that I'm going to link to in just a second and also include in the show notes down below. That's all I have for you today. These are the 3 steps to go full-time on your venture or doing the work that you love. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Also, come subscribe. I'm going to be putting out more content like this. And finally, I have a question for you. And my question is, what is it that you are genuinely, and I mean genuinely passionate about? What is the work that you want to do full-time? Really, what is it that you are passionate about? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. And what I'm passionate about is really uplifting hearts, minds, and spirits. I really like helping people make smart decisions by putting out great content. I really like connecting with people and educating people and sharing some of my own experiences as well. Again, my name is Salvador Brigman. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.